Yep, red button.
You know?
Yep, it's cool. Alright. Everyone can see us, everybody.
How's my posture?
Posture school. Let's see.
What is this?
That's my mouse.
Oh shit, yeah, all type of shit going on.
Alright, y'all, I'm back. I don't know what I can do.
Alright, we gonna leave with the snacks, ain't that some shit? Yeah. Oh, you got lentil chips, you take that healthy shit.
Yeah, I love it, nigga. Hey, don't sleep on it.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's just hop right into it.
What's your pronoun?
Isaac Lord.
Hilarious. This man can try to convince me to eat it. Lentil chips and get my balls shaved.
Hey, he trying to get you healthy. It's 2022. You know, we out here. We gotta be black men to take care of ourselves. Mental health is mental wealth, bruh.
I didn't know. I told you. I just didn't foresee shaving my balls and eating lentil chips. Like right at 30. Like I thought you get deeper. And it's like 38. Then niggas like lentil chips. You know. Nah, check.
No, this is you do it early, so then it ain't a bad surprise. So there's a good surprise. You like, all right, I got that. Well, you know, I've been preparing for this with my lentil chips.
Put some queso blanco on chips.
I mean, you do whatever you got to do to make it taste good.
That's terrible.
Literally, you got to enjoy your life at the same time as you doing healthy.
I might as well just put a Dorito under that and we'll put queso blanco on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, moderation. As long as you do everything in moderation, everything's okay. Jesus said that, I think. It's a function of crackheads, right, bro. I ain't gonna that. You seen that doctor
as a crackhead? Is that balance though?
I think that's the most balance you can have in life as far as the drug goes.
Is the function while you're on the drug and be able to pay your bills even though you do one of the more hard?
That's a hell of a balance.
They exist.
They exist. It's that doctor. I can't think of his name, and I also ain't looking him up. But it's a black doctor out here. Be trying to promote people to do heroin.
No, I'm aware of the guy. He's from the East Coast, right?
I don't know where he's from.
He's a professor?
Yeah, professor,
yeah. The cat I saw was speaking on that. I mean, he had valid points. That's what I'm just saying. Like,
I mean,
I just say, I play Angel's Advocate. Yeah. I just say, like, man.
I don't even say devil's advocate.
No, I'm not really into that. I feel like the devil got enough people on his side right now.
I feel right,
but yeah, man. You know, just poke curiosity.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I guess we said intro. You know, we just been talking. But welcome to episode 2. Well, no, we're gonna drop this episode 2 of 22 of season 3 of the Melanated Report. Welcome everybody. Hope you've been listening and enjoying the journey we've been on this year. It's gonna be good. So coming along with me on this journey today is none other than KyrieDaComic. Go ahead, so you're not gonna talk to people yourself, bro.
What's going on, everybody? It's KyrieDaComic here, live from the West Side. We are in the trenches. I love it. Born and raised around the corner. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it feels so good to be here.
West Side. That's why it's in my name. It's in my blood. You know, I don't just say this. I'm true to this. You know.
I feel you.
Yeah.
It feels good to be here, my man. It's just good, man. Be creating and have this conversation and share this space. Dope art.
Yeah, I know. Y'all love the art. I'm loving this set. I wish I could take it with me everywhere.
Is this a special set for me?
Yeah, it's only my set. Yeah, this is my Chicago set. Bet.
Yeah. You see, you had to come to the trenches in order for me to be on here. So this is why it's a special. Because I've been in like a cocoon, and I I really focused on creating and doing the stuff, right, that, you know, I'm called to do. And the fact that you are in the trenches and here to do this with me is special. Because I don't even, you know, I don't really been. A lot of everything I've been doing lately has really been in the city. So
you see, I'm a one-man band, man. You know, I take care of this all myself.
This is crazy, Joe.
So if y'all see me get, actually, you know, I'm going to be real with y'all on camera. I do this all by myself. I get help. Like last time I had my little cousin, ain't helping me now. I need interns, so if y'all want to join the crew, come on with it, though. But, like, if y'all see me run over to a camera and fix that, that's what happened, man. I'm by myself, so it is what it is, bro. We raw. In the trenches, like you said. Good. That's how we do.
No, I ain't lying.
Real, real.
I don't know. You know, I want to see you do well. I just hope somebody suck your dick for this. You're doing so much. Like you got sponsors.
Yes. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We are now sponsored today by. I'm looking to this camera here on my soul. On my soul pre-rolls. You'll see this. These are the cones and everything. You see this?
Black
on my soul. Black owned business. This owner actually is the person who gave me the space and whatnot. So shout out to Lord Haiti.
Shout out to Black ownership.
Yeah, shout out to his whole family and whatnot. I ain't gonna say their last. Well, no, the Johnson family. I can say that because I'm a Johnson. I'm gonna interview his mom. I should have hit him up while she was out here. Hit her up when she was out here.
Why might be this nigga cousin?
He might be. The way you talking about
the West Side smallest city.
He came in here and then he like, bro, you know such and such, and we just got here to talking and whatnot, man.
That's the city, man. The city small
as hell. You know, it's like that. But yeah. But anyway, you know, getting into everything. So how have things been for you? How have things been since you moved back home?
Backtracking in the city the last few years has been like craft defining. I really feel like I found my voice. I had an OG pull me to the side earlier this year. Well, last year. Not even earlier, maybe mid last year. He was like, man, you don't find your voice until about now. Because that was like my 7-year mark about where I was just really going hard with stand-up. And he was like, you found your voice. Because like, I was talking about before you recorded, the waves. And how when you first start doing stand-up, you do stand-up because you're saying stuff that you think is funny. And then people laugh. And then you start to change the stuff that you say to target more laughter versus just saying what you think is funny. And then that's a wave. And then you get to a wave where now you're making people laugh at what you think is funny the whole time. You know what I mean? And you're not really curating what you're saying to what people want to hear.
Right. That is a good sweet spot where it's like it's just not what you want and what the crowd wants is synonymous.
Bro, it's a hell of a groove.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever been in a dating a girl and like you not arguing?
Yeah.
There's no arguments.
It's like day to day.
You just existing.
Exactly.
And then y'all in sync. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the sweet spot I'm hitting. Like, like, and for me that just it feels like Nirvana because comedy is built.
Words. He's saying these sweet spots, Nirvana. Okay, he's really feeling this, y'all. He's here. He's here. He's feeling good. Chicago has done him well. I don't know who been sucking your dick, but apparently they've been doing a great job.
I was gonna show my grandma this, and I don't even think I will no more.
So you to wishing upon me. Apparently somebody's doing it good to you here, because you doing good, skin looking good.
So on a contraire, I'm not perfect, but I've been actually dabbling in nut retention. So I slip up, but that's really why my skin is glowing because I'm conserving
retaining
myself.
all his protein.
No cap. Why do you think you be needing a sandwich and you be so tired after you bust? You tired.
You have to replenish.
You gave up some life. Now you got to replenish it. Hey, I'm telling you. Why do you think you be needing sleep and food and quiet and
That's
peace?
why you gotta prepare before. You gotta have fruits and berries around before, and then have a good protein and whatnot. But you gotta have all the other stuff for taste and whatnot.
Yeah, have nothing left. That's what I'm saying, Joe. You keep your energy in yourself, and you use that energy to create, like the stuff that I've been telling you about.
Right.
And you'll find yourself in a space that you haven't really been in. You feel almost like invincible. It's weird.
Oh man, I feel that. I felt that I actually felt that way when I was in Paris. When I studied abroad back. It's been
Who the hell is
years.
Patty?
Studied abroad. I mean, like.
Oh, I thought you was studying a broad named Patty.
Abroad.
I'm like, why the hell? Why are we bringing up a broad named Patty in my interview?
No, double entendre. Man, double entendre.
Yeah, this is classic. Nigga shit. I'm sorry.
No, I was in another country, in Paris.
Oh, Paris. Paris, France. Okay.
Paris, France. You know the country? Have you ever seen it? You know.
No, I haven't.
Cheese,
You're on the west side of Chicago. I'm in the hood right now. Leave me alone. No,
You got Paris, Illinois.
Ew. No, I haven't been there. What's wrong?
You got a condo, Illinois.
So what you was telling me about Patty?
Oh no, yeah. So I felt that way out there when I was like, I was in another country, and I had my soon-to-be girlfriend at the time. We weren't dating. We was dating. We just didn't know each other. And then it was just like I hit that sweet spot where I wrote like an entire play, and it was just like everything was in synchrony. Synchrony.
I don't know. Was she like your muse?
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
You do need those sometimes.
I know.
I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean I've admitted to something.
You're an artist. I understand.
Yeah, I wrote a whole screenplay about one of my best friends before, and I told her I wrote this about you, not in the way like it came out, but I did use your like essence for it.
Right,
and it's hard to.
You're a comedian. You're gonna use your life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying, as a motivating factor for a lot of the things you write.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things. That makes sense.
I basically explained like in the multiverse, if we act, in the multiverse everything happens. So if in one of these multiverses we date, so I wrote about what happened in that one. That was it. It's not weird or anything like that. We ain't know that. I ain't know that. But yeah.
I think about multiverse. Like, man, damn. What if I did invest in that Bitcoin in 2011?
Man, I mean,
I really laughed that man out the room. Worst decision I ever made in my life.
It was.
That's definitely top 3, and it ain't 3.
Right. You can go back and do it. It's definitely with investing in Bitcoin.
I'll probably. But you know what they say? You're in this verse for a reason, in this universe for a reason, and in this one, you are going through the experiences you need in the order that they need to happen for your best results.
Right.
On some when you like Marvel. So when Doctor Strange was going through all of them, he like, bro, that's the only way. He went through like all those thousands of scenarios, and it's like in this one though, this is the one where everything has to happen. Because if I would have had that money, if I would have you know me,
Right.
come on, man.
You would have. What's that television show?
And do right. And dude wanted to do he was like, man, give me a couple hundred every other month. A couple hundred in Bitcoin back in 2011. I would have fuck you money right now.
Yeah.
Before I had the morality that I have now. And without you laugh when I said I have moral fiber. This is bad. But imagine what I would be like if I had that money back in when I'm 22.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I would be a shithead.
Anybody, I tell people.
Not just anybody.
Well, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Cause it'd be maturity, and I was at a different level.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say a lot of people were at different stages at 22. I wasn't the same person I am now at 22 at all.
Would you say that you was a shithead?
I wouldn't say I was. Actually, I had morality out throughout my whole life. I don't know. My family, we just we don't do shit. Like in my family, either you do stuff or you either do drugs or you don't do drugs.
Oh, you mean morality? If you on crack or not?
Period. Just anything. You either a jailbird, or you're not a jailbird. You either do drugs.
We're both from the west side of Chicago, so
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying in the sense of right now you move a certain.
That's what you were doing.
What, crack? No, I wasn't doing crack. I haven't been doing crack. A lot of people think you come back to Chicago to do crack. I don't. I don't know why.
It's just a thing.
Yeah. But back to it's a tough pill to swallow to say, man, Joe, I was supposed to get that Bitcoin money, but the things that I went through changed me in ways that made me a better me.
I feel that.
That I would not have been had I had a couple $100 million at my disposal. I might be a little monster because I never was in those situations where I had things happen to play out because I didn't have a couple $100 million in my disposal. Or people, because, the thing is, people look at you different and they treat you different on top of you looking at yourself different.
Right.
So now, it's sad because I'm starting to see it now because the people who you've known your whole life see you a certain way.
Right.
That makes them feel a way.
Mm-hmm.
Now that can either make them feel good or bad. They can either feel prideful or they can feel resentment. They could, because they could be like, Joe, what the hell are you doing all this stuff and what does that mean about me, right? But then the good people are like, damn, this motivates me. You get shit, Carrey, go, chase your dreams, get that bag. And that's just the old people, but then you got these new people who look at you and are either motivated by you or they're motivated to use you. Yeah. And so now,
all this is very real.
And this is all at the same time.
Exactly.
That's what they don't, when they say they get cute, right? They say like growing pains. No, nigga. The people who I've known since I was a shorty look at me differently. The people who I meet and I engage with on a day-to-day where I'm in this entertainment shit trying to do stuff are looking at me a certain way. Either I'm a lick or a stain or, and then on top of that, I look at myself differently in between the midst of it all because you like, damn, am I slipping up as a son? Am I slipping up as a brother? Am I slipping up as a cousin, as a grandson? Like, where am I slipping up on those things and am I being true to myself throughout it all? So it's some shit.
Yeah, I feel that. But that's real. Because everybody, like you said, is going to treat you really differently. Like when I'm here, shoot, I'm me. I'm not Cornell. Yeah, I'm not Cornell in Chicago. When I'm in LA, then I'm Cornell. Like people actually call me and I'll be like, wow, that's actually, I had to get used to that. And when
La La Land, Joe. That shit not real.
Bro, hey, it is what it is. But that's my name. I ain't gonna say my real name.
No,
I don't think I've said my name on camera yet. But anyway. But yeah, I guess so. Being back, how's everything been during the pandemic, and how's it been? Actually, I'm sorry. Let's introduce your company and everything and what you do. So I know everybody knows you as a stand-up comic. So how's that been since being back home? How's it been in the pandemic, and like just what have you been doing with that?
Man, shifting gears and really just changing how I do what I do. Because I've done speaking engagements, motivational speeches. I've done hosting, MC work.
You motivated me earlier when you were just talking about the civic engagement stuff. I was like, wow, I didn't really think about that.
What you mean?
The other things we were just talking about, the aldermans here.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I like to have that duality. I be on the ratchet stuff, like I like strippers and the booties clapping, but like I also be wanting to like uplift the community. Yeah. Because one thing don't mean the other. Just because I like ratchet stuff don't mean I don't want to see.
One hand washes the other.
Hey, the ratchet hand cleans. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff is in the Bible. Oh, yeah. Stoning people is also in the. I know. But people still technically get stoned, just not the way that they mention.
Right, yeah.
They get stoned. But anyway, yeah, bro, the duality. So the same duality that I've had in my career up until this point where I've been doing all those different things as well as improv, as well as stand-up, as well as comedic acting. Now I'm to the point where I want to change what my legacy is. I like start to emphasize what my legacy is. Like, that's cool to be a funny dude. And that's cool to do shows, and that's cool for me to get booked. And I've definitely, helped other people do things and put people in positions to do stuff, which was cool. But now I really want to bring a constant brand of entertainment to comedy. Like, I really want to be able to say, like, I changed comedy and I added this to the game. Because a lot of people do the stuff that they seen before. That's all they do. You mimicking the stuff you seen, the stuff you see. And the originality is lacking, bro. And I feel that, and like I told you, bro, comedy is my bae. Like, this like my high school sweetheart. Like, gee, please don't feel like you just for do it any kind of way, bro. Like, please don't. Like, this my girl. Like, this is what I used to watch as a shorty, Joe. Like in Living Color. Right. I don't care if it's the Chris Rock show. I don't care if it's the Arsenio Hall show. This is stuff I grew up.
A lot of people don't remember the Chris Rock show.
Bro, I'm talking like that is the stuff that's burned in my brain. You feel me? Mad TV, like all those different things.
I love Mad TV. I like Mad TV over SNL, to be honest.
Bro, don't get me started, cause I'm going to Living Color above both of them.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But my point is like, this is so near and dear. Do you hear the stuff we talking about? The people that have come from that, the movements that have come from.
That's the stuff I'm trying
Why
to
y'all think you just gonna slut my girl out?
And that's why I haven't, I know, we were just talking about stand-up. That's why I've never done it myself. Because I feel like I can't do it justice.
I feel like it's you. I know your situation. You can. It's different muscles. It's different comedic muscles.
You're right.
And you just got to get your time and go through the fire. Because it's fire. Everybody went through the fire.
And you're right, because I'm scared of that. I will say, I am frightened of going on stage and bombing by myself and having to go through that. Because you have to do that. You have to know how to do that. You have to get broken. And I'm scared to do that, bro. I'm insecure for that, bro. I'm gonna be real.
But you know
bro,
what?
I can't do that.
I'm a Leo too, Joe. And when you said it, I swear to you, like I'm not even capping. I think the camera might have caught me. I looked off. I thought about this show I did in St. Louis. Woo-wee! You could not suck harder than me, and it was because I didn't know my crowd before I went there. So I went there with my jokes, and I'm saying these jokes in that room, walk in the room. The only other thing black is me is the mic in St. Louis. So I didn't know to look up the area that I was doing stand-up in to look up what's the
demographics is like. But you could be surprised anyway.
And that was one of them shows where, like, I think I was the only act that wasn't a country singer or something.
Oh, God.
Like, yeah, and I came in there with nigga jokes. I came in there with, like, Kardashian jokes. Like, it was just like, I was so early that I was not prepared. I think this was like 2015. It's like 2015.
Yeah.
And there was no way I was prepared to switch up my jokes. Like now, I don't even know some nights what I'm gonna say until I go in the room and I get a temp of the room. And then I do like my rolling index in my brain and I pull out the jokes that I think will be bumping for that night after I get a feel of the energy.
That's what's up to you can do that.
It's some psychotic stuff that I'm sure one day some PhD person at MIT or some I don't know, U of I maybe, I don't know, they'll probably figure it out. But you know, that took years to get to that point where you could even do that. Man, bro, I walked in there and I used them exact jokes how I wrote it because I didn't have nothing else to say. And I was, it's the fire you can't escape.
Yeah. But I say that, but it's kind of the same thing with improv because when you're presented with a prompt from somebody, when they say, oh, how are you two doing, blah, 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 you know, you have to read the room and be like, okay, where can I go with this? Can I go to this with that? Because how are you two doing? You know what I'm saying? Somebody can say that to us, and I can take that to a lot of different places. Like going through the Rolodex of what I can do. They could make us a couple. They can make us roommates. They can make us anything. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to choose what you want to go with.
I like that.
So
I love that.
But I can't do that shit by myself, bro.
Man.
I'm like, I can get roasted with a group of people, but you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, growing up, I like Power Rangers and all this stuff, teams and shit like that.
Ninja Turtles.
Right. But I was never a Blade, bro.
You know what it was, though? You know what, though?
I
I grew up liking Spider-Man, who was always a nigga who could pull up on niggas in a group.
Yeah.
So, like, Spider-Man was solo, but he could really link with Daredevil. And he could really link with the X-Men. Yeah. And he might really, link with Blade or somebody in one of them episodes. So, like, I always loved the idea of being able to link with Miles, but I definitely got more booming, too. On some solo stuff. So, hey, can I have a Starburst? I see you got a pink Starburst. Appreciate it. And he gave me a pink Starburst. That's real fresh.
Man, don't be shouting them out on here, man. We shouting out on my soul.
Yeah.
On my soul.
This
We can eat stuff, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Oh, okay.
You can eat and do what you want to. You can have a piece of candy. That's what you say. Unless that company want to reach out to me and say, we gonna sponsor you, we eating candy.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to this.
No, I'm joking, bro. But what we got next? I guess, also, I know you building up your company and whatnot, so you want to talk a little bit about that. How has that been during the pandemic as well?
Wow. Oh, sorry, I got a little bit of my
You
teeth.
got it in your teeth. That's why you're not supposed to eat stuff. I don't even know why I gave it to you. You see, I ain't ate mine yet.
It's delicious. I'm sorry. I have impulses. I'm like, yo, can I get that? Like, it's a pink item.
Yeah.
I can't say the item name apparently.
It's a pink item.
No.
Right, we call them red.
So it's been a lot of years in the works, but finally launching Face First Entertainment, an entertainment company that is going to have stand-up comedians, speakers, actors and actresses, and everyone is going to be bringing a different flair to comedy that's unique. The artists that we work with, everyone's kind of like put through the fire in a sense. Everyone is helping everyone. It's a very like grassroots in that sense movement because we have handle your thing.
You go ahead, go into it.
That's fine. Yeah, no, it's no, we roll with it. I love it. It's cool.
That's how I set up on a long roof and I'm doing other shit.
Hey, yeah, you understand? Yeah, no, you understand. You definitely broke the crowd in for that break. But yeah, it's different because we like Wu-Tang of comedy, and like a lot of times in comedy you don't always see people click up like that outside of improv. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want that to be like there's no hate. We all wanna do good things. We all wanna leave our impact, and we all wanna make comedy better. So I think that's why this is different. We wanna do it in different ways. So I'm super excited because the artists that Face First are on Face First Entertainment, like I genuinely find funny.
I feel that.
And that's a big thing because I don't always find people funny.
I was about to say, so how did you come to find the artists that you've been working with? And how are you building with them? And like, what have y'all been creating?
Ha.
I mean, you had to say specific.
No, I will. Because, I'll say some things, but like Nene Williams, who's like an artist that we're going to be putting out this year, she has a history in poetry, actually. And amongst other things. She like almost like got like a PhD. She's like really brilliant, but hilarious. And we took her stage presence, and she already knows how to perform, and we gave her the tools to tell her stuff in the form of comedy. Sometimes people just need structure. Sometimes people just need support. Sometimes people just need know-how and a space cultivated for them to try. Like we were talking about that fire. That fire don't always gotta be that hot. No. It don't always gotta be that hot. Sometimes you can have somebody love you through the fire.
Yeah.
And be there for you. Be there for your backbone as you're building them. And that's the cool thing about us. Like, we'll take a more seasoned person, like myself, somebody even more seasoned, or we'll take somebody that's trying something out and they got some cool stuff going for them. So like other people on the label, they have more on-screen humor, where it's like, Joe, on camera you're ridiculous. Let's work on your stand-up stuff and all those other things. Those are things that other people in the brand has together, and that's how we kind of lean on each other. That's why I like everything that's going on with Face First Entertainment, because it's not money driven, you know what I'm saying, but we're not money blind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's really important. I feel the same way.
Like,
I'm not money driven, but I know I need money to survive and to do the things that I want to do with it.
yeah, I need that bag, Joe.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I think that's why we comedians.
right? But at the same time, like, like I said, comedy, that's my girl, Joe. So like, I couldn't just do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just do it for the money, the legacy for the people who just do it for the money is not that grand. That's not the legacy I want. That's not how I feel about her. I feel like comedy is supposed to elevate and grow just like every other sport. Like, in the game change, Steph Curry is his game is way different than somebody like Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Jordan game is different, than LeBron's.
Right.
And that's okay. Different eras, right? Different calls. You can get calls for different stuff, The three is what it is now versus what it was. And like, regardless, I think comedy is supposed to change, but I just want to make sure that the love and the appreciation and the hard work that go into it don't.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that. So, how did you come about discovering a lot of these artists, I would say?
Oh man, just coming across people that I feel like have a light that the world needs to see. So like another one of my artists, OC Surf, we putting together a nice PSA because we, as an entertainment company, we understand mental health is important. We understand that because we're people, right? We're not just a company, we're not just a brand. We're people within there, right? And we're people with feelings, we're people with connections to other people, relationships, and it just feels weird that we are a brand of people with these talents on screen to communicate things, and we never ever do like public service announcements to let people know like, yo, you're not alone, or here goes some resources. And why not do that in a funny manner? I think it's a pretty dark world. People need to know they not alone.
I feel that.
You know, and you know, I'm just saying, that's just one of the things we also plan to do. You know, is like getting involved with the community, getting involved, and the community's not always just a geographic location, right? Community could be on the internet and it could be worldwide.
Right. So what are some of the stuff you've been doing in the community? I say out west. You know, talk to me about that. You've been talking about a lot, and I'm like, man, black man, you gotta do some of these ideas.
Hey, you know, you can't just walk around with locks and crystals and not be putting in the work.
Exactly. You know, you can't be a hotel.
I know.
Can't be a hotel boy.
It's the Egyptian god. It's a god from ancient Kemet. Why would y'all demote him
I don't know
to
why.
random crusty niggas who smell like incense?
I don't know why we did that.
I don't know. I hate it. I think the CIA did it. This is COINTELPRO. Somebody did this. Who made them talk about an ancient? No. So I believe in coalitions. You know, we're not too far from where. You know,
Rainbow coalitions. You know,
yeah.
Don't worry about that.
We out west.
Ray Hennessy of that.
I'm gonna say, you know, we out west, and everybody's a revolutionary. And so one of the things I think I do that is so revolutionary is I try to link up and collab with people. So I've been, you know, collabing for efforts for food. Like on my birthdays, we would go out on like Madison, California, and pass out like different foods and things. When COVID was hot in like 2020, we was out like giving away masks and food because a lot of stuff had got like ruined during the riots, and people forgot like we're gonna need a place to get groceries and stuff. So like, and not just always eating, right? Like being a part of stuff that's going on the south side, lending a hand, or you know, collabing and combining resources from like the north side and companies, or like churches from outside of the city actually sending in extra food that we put in the bags and giving to people. So that was some cool stuff we did. You know, even like giving headphones to the kids because when people didn't understand it, like during the e-learning, you shifted the culture without shifting the access to the necessary tools. So kids needed headphones. So that's something we was giving away to make sure that the kids at least had headphones. So we gave out over 100 headphones. And you know, this is in my opinion is grassroots because in my mind I want the big donors. I want the big corporate donors like Joe, give us $500,000 to go in the hood and really like get the businesses that we need and get the type of stuff we need flowing on a systemic level.
Right.
So this is grassroots, and I'm always grateful for all the people in my network that help out, you know, whether it be a company, whether it be an individual, whether it be a church, you know what I'm saying, because we all we got right now. And so until I can get them corporate dollars to flow in the hood, then we could really get like the things that we need, like Afrotech, like man, Joe, you know, we see the basketball courts, the football fields, we see soccer fields, you know, but like, oh, what an incubator space is where these kids is learning to do the 3D printing.
That's what Nipsey was working on, but
oh no, yeah, it's all, oh yeah, you know, I was living in LA, it's all money in. I only met Nipsey once, but it was enough. It was enough. You want to talk about strong black man? Joe, I was like, hey, this nigga is that nigga, Joe. Hey, y'all see this nigga? You ever wanted to ask other niggas, hey, you see this nigga? You know this, y'all know this?
y'all got to know him right. Y'all know him right here.
I'm like, this nigga is that nigga. Hey, I really had that moment a couple times in LA, Joe, but no, that nigga was that nigga.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about him. Obviously.
Yeah, Joe, but you know, and that's what I'm on. Like, man, Joe, you know what is Shorty supposed to? Because you know, with the e-learning, you got kids even more disenfranchised and disengaged and disconnected.
Because I remember they had Blue 1642, I think it was, out on Pilsen. It was an incubator, and then they had They got but that got moved into Lacuna Lofts. I forgot what they like changed it into and whatnot. But I think they got like 2 or 3 out here because I actually worked with a few community programs that was doing that.
Them eyes be busting.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, my whole flair on it. I mean, this is why I ended up shifting from that. I went into more of a mental health phase, and I was doing mental health resources in the hood. And that's R.I.P. Rick Jackson. You heard me talking to to Isaac about Rick Jackson. That was somebody who was mentoring young kids in the health on the West Side community, North Lawndale, you know, East Garfield. Not just mentoring them, but like we're gonna live at the crib. You know, because some kids need to actually get removed from their situation, and that's when we start to think like, what are the wraparound services? That's when I'm doing mental health for people, but they need help getting a job, and the lack of the job is leading to the addiction, and they try, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, wraparound services on everything, bro. That's just you know, being real. It's tough to tell people pull yourself up out of bootstraps when they stop. Man, it's tough to tell kids go to school and work for a better future if that ain't really a guarantee.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to level out with kids a lot earlier than you had to. Before niggas sit you down in the 90s and sit you down at 18 and let you know what life is about. It was a lie, nigga. Work forever, work till you die, nigga. But the kids at like 14 was like, man, that's some bullshit. Now, early, right? There's access to the internet, access to information. Like,
You know,
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do
this for the rest of my life. The average, like, keeping a job in corporate America is like 1 to 2 years now. Suppose, like, our previous generation was like your entire life.
Millennials are ruining everything.
I swear. What the hell? Computer tweet.
It's all love, man.
We still recording.
Alright, we back. Technical difficulties. You know, one man band, man. Stuff happens. It'd be like that. Like I ain't even recording on my other camera, but I'm recording right now. We back. But anyway,
I love it.
we were talking about community programs. I was talking about people working for the rest of their life, and you were talking about just level setting with teenagers and whatnot. But you know, I think we got enough.
Straight up.
We got.
We in the hood trapping, Joe. We trapping hope and jokes.
Exactly. We just trying to get our next generation to be where we at and even further. I guess, what's my next question? So, how has it been managing everything as a young black man, I would say? Because we at that age where, 30 isn't what it used to be. You know, it used to be like you had a whole family, you was settled down, like you was old, you was an OG at 30. Now I feel like 30 is like...
Young OG.
Yeah, like, I don't even feel like it's OG, but everybody calls it OG, but I feel like you just say 30.
You seen just right now when Isaac hit them up.
Oh, they was OG. I'm like, golly, I was just graduated in 05, from elementary school. Right, that ain't nothing. But anyway, it's not the same as it was back then. So I feel like now you have to like there's hurdles as far as like being respected because you still looked at it. I feel like we looked at it as 20-year-olds now when we walk into certain places.
Man,
so how's it like that?
It's tough because you're the youngest of. You're still in the younger half.
That's exactly what I mean.
Like, you're not in the upper half. The upper half is really, like, 35 and up.
Yeah.
And, like, with comedians, we die in this craft. You know what I'm saying? You're a comedian for life.
Exactly.
And so we're still technically in the younger half. I think after we get past, like, 35, it starts to, you know, we're still technically at 30, so a lot of people, because the pool is made up of what, like from 18 all the way to what, 60, right?
Yeah.
65.
You can go younger than that.
No doubt. And you can even go older than that, right? But the thing is, you're still in that lower half. Yeah. And, you know, people still try to, like, little homie you,
exactly.
Little bro you.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It's annoying, but I'll say this. I prefer if it comes from a loving space. Mm-hmm. If it's not coming from a loving space, then I got a problem. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably a random that's like doing jokes for chicken tenders. You really not hot shit. Right. You just coming from, you know, you just overcompensating because you feel like, damn, I'm not hot shit. Like, I'm 45 and I'm telling jokes for chicken tenders. Like, I'm fucked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never get past Big Bertha that I'm sleeping with every night. I wake up next to, like, you know. Depressing. Do you remember when the squirrel on SpongeBob Sandy hibernated? Mm-hmm. That's what they date, and that's what they sleep next to. And of course they're gonna, overexert when they get around you. I'm hot shit because I get booked for wings. Like, come on. I've been doing this for 20 years. Why are you telling somebody that? That's embarrassing. You've been doing this for 20 years. You've never did a tour. You've never really left Cook County. For real. Like, what you doing? Why you do that? And, I just get frustrated because it's like, I got my own shit I gotta fight. Why you putting that weird shit you got going on in you and you exerting it? Now I'm irritated. I was already dealing with my own shit. Now you just blew me.
I feel that because and that's exactly what I feel like everybody is gonna go through, or like people might is gonna go through. Where it's like you still a little home. You'll be here one day, and it's like like I want to be here right now. Like why you gotta hold me down because I'm not as old as you, because I wasn't as born. We still in the same place. You should be asking yourself that, like you said, like why are you such older than me and we still in the same place? When we are in the same place, it doesn't even have to be like that. But I'm only saying that because they're now posing the question on to me. Now I'm asking you another question.
I see your question and raise you one.
Right, exactly. But man, that's what's up, man. Because I know it's like that too. I feel like with me, but
I do love it when it comes from love because I'm a big fan of mentorship. It's some people that I do want to mentor me. And I'm aggressive. I actually, hey, you mind mentoring me? You know what I'm saying? This is what that looks like.
That's been the thing that I think I need to do more in 2022, because this is a couple of people, and if y'all haven't watched this and I reached out to y'all, you'll know this is who I was thinking about, but that I need to reach out to as far as like being a mentor, because they either came from the crib and now they out where I'm at now, or they back here in the crib and I still need stuff that I need to figure out and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Don't hesitate. Nothing, beats a failure other than a try.
Yeah.
And so, man, shoot your shot.
It'd be funny when you be running into these people in like the most weirdest places, and you be like, oh, okay, this is where you frequent, and then you're like, okay, I'm in the same place as such and such. But yeah.
You start to realize, you raising in the rankings a little bit, so that's a good sign, though.
Yeah, especially when they say, oh, you're funny. Man, because I remember I jacked on the opportunity to meet a person who I really wish I would have met. Because being, you out in La La Land and you meet somebody from the crib, it's more exciting. They be like, oh, you from the crib? Come on, be funny. Be funny, and I got you. Basically, just do something.
Just hold it down.
One thing is hold it down.
Bare minimum.
Just do whatever, and you good. Because I just want to say you from the crib, and that's what's up. Because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright, we're gonna go into this new little thing I'm gonna do called random questions. So I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna say these next few names or questions, and you just tell me first name. Alright, a lot of these things are actually Chicago inspired, so the first one actually is random question. Robert Townsend.
The Robert Townsend?
The Robert Townsend.
You asked me how I feel about him?
How you feel?
I'll be honored to work with that man one day. I was actually just stalking his IG and liking stuff. That's an OG. Yes. That's revered.
Exactly.
Very revered.
And I just found out that his daughter actually is from Black Lady Sketch Show season 2.
Wow.
Yeah, she's actually nepotism. I love it.
I wouldn't say it's nepotism because
that's nepotism.
You sure?
I love that.
I don't think
a bad.
I don't have an issue with nepotism. I just need to know that it is a direct cause. Because some people get it just because it's in my genes.
Okay, I didn't mean it I meant my skill in nepotism.
Oh, like you saying she ain't got no skill?
No. I'm saying because I got skill, my daughter, of course, is gonna have skill.
It's in my DNA.
So let me explain what I mean, because I think nepotism does is the best thing.
I like nepotism.
Me too.
I'm not against it.
Yeah,
I like it. I just don't know, cause like it be messed up with people like that's nepotism. Like I ain't even tell you my people's name when I audition. I got this off the strength. Like I think it was that Denzel Washington son who didn't want to tell people his pop was. I mean it's different, right? Like I got a deadbeat pop, so like I don't want to tell people who my daddy is. But I be like, shit, if my pops was cool, I'm not hiding that shit.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So it be situational. But I do think like, nepotism ain't bad. That's how the world has been ran. We just never been on the good side of it.
Yeah, the Wayans have, shoot.
Hey, that's it takes a village, right? That's family. So I don't really. That ain't even, I guess I don't know because they're really funny, so it's hard for me to say it's not. I be thinking it's nepotism if you bring in somebody that suck, and then we just got to deal with them.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. I don't want y'all to think I mean nepotism like somebody bad is in here because of their father. I mean they here because of they here because of their name. They had a lot of opportunities because of it. We're not gonna lie and say that she didn't have a lot of opportunities because of her last name.
Just because of her daddy's network.
Doesn't mean that she's not talented. She had the opportunities to bring out all of her talent. That's what I think the true nepotism is.
Okay.
Or good nepotism.
Good nepotism.
Good nepotism.
Good nepotism and bad nepotism. There you have it.
Yeah. Right. But actually, we just said one of the names that I want to talk about next. Keenan Ivory Wayans. I was about to say something, but yeah, you got.
You was talking about that earlier with Living Color. I don't know if there are anybody else, if there is anyone else in the culture. There are, maybe a couple, but he's in the top percentile of people that have actually brought individuals to the forefront. And not just in his family. Like, we talk about in Living Color, my nigga J-Lo was a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Jim Carrey was over there, you know.
You
see those.
That was another one on the list. Okay, so we're gonna bring Jim Carrey into it too.
Oh, man. So Jim Carrey, man, so those other two, right, like, I look up to also just, you know, strong black man, right? And Jim Carrey, I be like, Joe, what an amazing soul. Not to say that the spirit of those strong black men ain't special, because it is. But with Jim Carrey, we talking about somebody who was able to float amongst them strong black men, and like,
he didn't discredit them when he made it on, and he never really.
He never had to shit on them. He never did. He did right
too, and he never talked about.
That's why I love that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Jim Carrey hold himself differently, but his dialogue is so thought provoking. Right. It's just one of them niggas like Joe. Even if you stop it, you never have to do stand up or comedy again. And I still need you to talk in interviews, and I still need you to speak on shit. And that's what I mean when I say like just something about his life.
Then after that, he just came. After everybody was saying he's crazy, he watched. Guess what he did? He came back and played Dr. Robotnik. Somebody else like, y'all cast Jim Carrey? He killed that shit.
Because he did kill it as a Sonic fiend. He killed it.
I'm a Sonic fan. I was like, bro.
So my whole thing is like, that's the beauty of it. Like, the people are gonna be behind you. They're gonna leave you. But like, his love for the craft never changed. Might have took some roles that people didn't like him taking. I like when he do the weird shit like Spotless Mind or whatever. Like when he do those different roles. What you hit me? Liar is crazy, but like, you know, then you gotta get into like the mask and like all these other things. But like, this is a goat. That, you know what I'm saying? Like straight goat.
And then he got to show childish one of them or something.
Yeah, I gotta check in, but that's a dude who, like, man, to get high and have a conversation with Jim Carrey, it will probably be wild, because then we gonna talk about the simulation and how we not really have. And I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Alright, another white man, Seth Rogen.
You know what's wild? I don't know if I ever told you I met him.
Really?
And I performed in front of him.
Wow.
So it's a quick Seth Rogen story. And that's my dog. The whole team over there at Point Grey. Y'all still my dogs. Let's work. I still want to work with y'all. So you know, I'm always doing community stuff. They have a organization that's all about getting kids in inner city at-risk youth opportunity to write and do things with like industry level equipment and industry level personnel and stuff. So they teach the young kids how to write, how to produce, and they make their own piece. They write it out and they produce it. And so I was working with them on that. And I was 1 year, Seth and like everybody was all in this one project for the kids. The kids don't have to pay, right? And I was hosting the premiere, but I was just cracking jokes while I was hosting the premiere. And like afterwards in the green room, Seth Rogen's person, like his personal assistant came to me and was like, "Hey, Seth thinks you're funny." And I was like, "What?" I'm like eating, right? So right. I'm right. So I'm like eating food. I'm like, "Man, you know, like stop bullshit." Right. Stop. And I go back to like the wing. She's like, "No, but he wants to meet you." And I was like, Seth Rogen wanted Nene.
Pineapple trash.
Oh, they got you up on Superbad. Fuck you,
Right.
Nene.
Super bad drive.
She's like, yeah, right this way, right this way. So I pull up on him and Evan over there. And, you know, him and Evan made Superbad. And so, Evan Goldberg.
Yeah.
From, they all went to high school together.
Yeah, all them freaks back from Freaks and Geeks days.
So I go over there and these dudes is gassing. They're like, yo, Kyrie, you're fucking funny. And I like black out. I like blackout. Because I'm like, there's no way in the fucking hell that the people who made the shit like The Interviewer, Superbad, The Neighbor, like, is you sausage fest?
I've been sitting there like this.
Joe, I'm in that motherfucker going through. He like, Joe, you don't, dude, you're like seriously fucking funny. And keep in mind, bro came cooked.
Right.
He came cooked.
Of course.
Came fried, and I had his ass open mouth laughing. And I'm thinking nothing of it, because in LA, you make people laugh and your life never changed from it. Or they never hit you up, or they never plug with your assistant. They're like, man, niggas will steal your shit out there. And niggas will steal your shit in Chicago. Better watch it back. But no, man, that
all my shit on camera, recorded.
End up doing a lot of good shit, man. Working in the community, working with the youth, working with Real Start, the nonprofit, working with Seth, working with Evan. Evan, that's my dog. I still got that penny you gave me. Why am I talking to the mic? What the hell is wrong?
Yeah, cameras right here.
Right, I'm looking at the mic like this is the person I'm talking to. What the hell's wrong? But yeah, that's my dog. That's my man.
That's what's up.
I appreciate all the love.
Well, I'm glad I threw that name on the list because you had a lot to say about that one right now.
That's my man, Joe. That's the only one I met so far on that list.
Alright, let's see. DC, Young Fly. What about him?
You gotta think, I'm thinking of niggas.
Yeah.
That's my nigga, Joe. I never met him in person, but we fuck with some of the same people. And they speak highly of me. You know, everybody speak highly of bro. And like, I say this, like, that's a nigga I want to work with because he got the energy. Not a lot of people got the vibe. Not a lot of people got the energy. Yeah. And bro got that light about him. Now I love to work with that nigga, Joe. I be telling him like whenever you need it, nigga, I want to tag me in, coach. You know, I know it'll be a timing thing, so we definitely gonna work one day. I foresee that.
Man, yeah, I remember he was on the rail show, and I was like, okay, he fit in. He fit right in.
Oh, but he got because he got the energy.
Exactly.
And when you in control of your energy, you could control what environment you fit in and how you fit.
Yeah.
Kills everything he do now.
I like knowing he not from Chicago. I was like, I could believe he was in Chicago in that.
Yeah, I told you he got that energy, Joe. You got it, Joe. Like I saw a video of him like busting up money amongst his crew. Like this is what I'm talking about. Pay man, make sure your people get paid.
Yeah, if you make sure your people eat, then
Joe, it's nothing but love and respect for everybody that makes sure that the people eat. And I know it's weird energy from somebody if you don't, because that's all I'm about.
Yeah.
People who are about their people eating, not about to go and beef with another mob that's making sure their people eat. Because we're too busy making sure our people eat.
Exactly.
It's only a mob who's not taking care of responsibilities and not making sure people eating. They got extra time for pettiness and stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so the next question. Next few questions actually is no. I'm sorry. Favorite comedian. That's the next question.
Oh, you doing dirty stuff over there.
Yeah, favorite comedian. We can even go rank. We can do a.
I don't want to do no tier, bro. That's so foul because comedy is so multifaceted. Let me give you.
We can say your favorite comedian. Okay, yeah.
I just give you a trifecta.
You ain't gotta put them in order.
No, I won't. I never will because they mean different things.
Because I know one person you probably gonna mention.
Oh, you know Bernie.
Yeah, of course.
Bernie Mac. Bro, that's still one of those, like, you know, I met Bernie. I met Bernie before he died.
My favorite. You met him?
I met him before he died.
Oh, wow.
And that's why it's like, certain people I met, like him or Nipsey, he's like, fuck, I didn't know this was going to be that important. Nah.
You be like, no, I wish I would have known.
Right, and they don't ask for an autograph, a picture, bro. Shit, some advice.
Just say who you with. Just say who you with. I would have remembered that forever, G. I would have remembered that forever, man.
He was funny as hell when I met him, though, so that, in his defense. But yeah, so like Bernie Mac, because when I was younger, a lady at CBS High School had told me I remind her of him. Because I was always a class clown. And so, like, when I heard that lady tell me that, like, it always clicked in my mind, like, yo, I do fuck with dude, though. And I had already met him. I'm like, yo, I do rock with him. This is what I met as a kid, right? I'm like, damn, I fuck with dude. Right? Fuck with his everything, Joe. And, like, his energy and how he able to do what he did without ever compromising himself.
Right.
everything just flowed. Like that's GOAT, man.
Alright, so the next two. What's that?
Dave Chappelle. I
Chappelle.
don't even feel like I feel like even going into detail on that is not even necessary. But
Right.
I'm a part of the kids that grew up on the Chappelle show. Never missed an episode.
Yeah, me too.
You feel me? Had it on DVD.
Every week watching it.
You know, and like I love the journey that I've been on as a fan, rooting for him. Being, you know, looking at what they're doing, like, nigga, what is you doing? Nigga, take that 50 mil. You know what I'm saying? And then being like, damn, you was wrong for not taking that 50 mil.
Right.
Like, people like that are like a Kanye or something where you like, nigga, what is you doing? That's what you was doing.
Long game.
Long game, but also learning experience.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe, if I watch your career for 20 years and I didn't learn anything from it, that's disturbing. I don't want to be a fan for another 20.
Right, that's actually really
You know what I'm saying? So that's why with Dave, like, what, 2022 now?
Yeah.
I've been watching you since 2000. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. Not even just like as a comedian, because like walking away from that money is just as a man, right? Some morals and, you know what I'm saying, being able to stand on principles.
Actually, you just reminded me of something, and I gotta say this name just because he just left us. Bob Saget.
Oh, go. Yeah.
Man, Bob Saget.
G. And you know, we was that kind of generation,
yes.
so we grew up like with Bob on the TV. Joe was the America's Funniest Video.
America's Funniest Home Videos. He was a Full House.
He would be sleep on that America's Funniest Video because he killed that.
He killed it.
And like I was telling my little brother, baby mama, like, hey, you know, ooh, she like, he's a stand-up comedian. I was like,
he was dirty.
they don't be understanding that with this stand-up, you can do everything with it, Joe. Everything.
The reason why it made me think about him, I was thinking about him and Half Baked. That's like one of his most famous lines. You ever suck dick for crack?
And that man Bob Saget a go, bro. That man a go.
Man, he'll go. It was hard to see that. It was heartbreaking.
It'd be heartbreaking because you be knowing when it's a good person.
Yeah.
Like, not to say like, you know, we don't know these people.
Right.
But I know the impact you had on people. And that's something that only a good person has. I know when assholes die, and I know this like.
Yeah. I mean, this is the time that everybody comes out and be like, actually,
he touched my titty at a Starbucks.
Exactly.
Like,
and we ain't heard nothing.
he breached by my nipple in a bakery in the middle of Manhattan.
He looked at me and made me hot.
Right. He had sex with me, and I didn't like the way he treated me afterwards.
He a little
Write about it, please.
Please.
At me in my new company. But it just be real, you know, not so savory things that happen. And like after he died, you know, energy is never destroyed. So he transferred. So like so much light was just illuminating from people just saying like, man, Joe, we just had this, we just did that. Like that can only come from a light experience, you know, from a light being. So, you know, shout out to Bob Saget. And you know was my last slide for like
we have to get back.
My last slot, right? So like I went Bernie, I went Dave, and like so OG World would be like, man, Joe, and this is a tough one because I'm a creator, and I like creating, so I have to lean towards him, and it's not like it's other people I don't respect because that's why this is so foul.
I'm about to say, go ahead.
Who?
I'm about to say, Care.
No. No,
well,
I appreciate
you said creator.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Oh,
no. You know why? I said that though. So I said I'm picking Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, and when you said OG was gonna piss you off, that's what made me think it wasn't.
Well, because you know what? I'm sorry. So I forget that I exist in so many generations. OGs would be like, damn, what a Paul Mooney and what a Dick Gregory because of the type of artist I am, right? And those
Paul Mooney is in everybody's dick. I feel like. Nobody chooses Paul Mooney because he's in every. Once you choose somebody else, you choose Paul Mooney.
And like, and I be feeling like, damn, I don't want people to forget Dick Gregory and Paul Mooney because those are some of the niggas that empowered me to say the shit I say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because if all you watch, because my top 10 get dirty, bro. George Carlin in my top 10. Yeah. Because I prefer them political activist type. I like that rhetoric. Right. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like Mike Epps in my 10. But I naturally lean towards like that side where I'm, you know, more the Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock commentary on society.
Yeah, I feel that because that's why I lean. I mean, Bernie's my favorite of all time, but I do lean more towards Dave Chappelle as far as like today's people go.
Yeah.
And even like a Trevor Noah with his stand-up, not the Daily Show. I don't really think the Daily Show is too funny. But I
How can they
like,
spice that up though? Because I like the Daily Show. I've been watching since Jon Stewart was there. Jon Stewart's a bad man.
I think,
and I like Trevor Noah's stand-up because you know that's what he got hot on. Nene Williams bigged him up and said, "Hey, just that man." And within a couple years of that, you know, so shout out to the Wayans. Like niggas gonna keep trying to ignore them.
Yeah, I like
very much so need
Trevor
more respect
Noah's
on their name.
Exactly. Yeah, I like his jokes, but not the stuff that they write for him. That's the thing.
So do you think it's only writing that the Daily Show needs?
Yeah.
Because I would argue that the Daily Show.
Because I
this is the thing. So the Daily Show is like naturally rebellious a bit, and although rebellious in the past, rebellion looks different now.
Because now they're very like political on the left, like strong left, and they push certain stuff. Well, I'm like,
and at one point that was a sign of rebellion.
But now
Democrat,
it's like,
liberal.
Yeah.
What was rebellion 5 years ago ain't rebellion now.
Yeah, exactly. It's the system, and I feel like they fit in, and that's probably the problem. Like they are a part of the system, because like all the stories that they cycle through are the same stories that are on CNN and all that. And I'm like, okay, y'all are a part of all this, and y'all used to make fun of this, but
exactly,
just like the meta shit. It was very meta the way things are going on right now.
Shout out to the metaverse. Cannot wait for the world to crash and burn.
So what do you want to do? So are you going to be one of the comedians that start performing in the metaverse and do open mics? So you know they're starting to do that now.
No, I'm aware. I know where the world is going. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to play it.
For all you that know, this is why NFTs and everything are important. The metaverse is coming, so everything is going to go virtual.
Oh, it's here.
Well, yeah, it's
like
here.
You said, people are actually playing cash money
for
rent in the metaverse right now as we sit here and talk.
Watch Ready Player One, all that stuff, and you'll start to be ready.
I'll be so disturbed because in some of them rooms they've already recorded like just weird stuff people are doing, and like the kids in those rooms with adults, it's just Call of Duty already be crazy. You don't want, the metaverse where you can walk around with your avatar.
Okay, that's scary. Okay, please.
Now you see how scary it is, because if you've ever heard Call of Duty, somebody got called a porch monkey, and it was by an 8-year-old. So now you like, holy shit.
He's right here.
This 8-year-old white boy just called. I think he white. I don't know. He might not be white.
Right.
Just called me a porch monkey, and he's definitely 8. I know that prepubescent voice.
I know that. I know he's young.
You know what I'm saying? He called me a tar-painted porch monkey. Now, I gotta figure out, like, am I really a tar-painted porch monkey? Why did this kid say that? Who made that kid say that like that? Like,
he did. He found
he found that, or Daddy told you that? Daddy told him about the tar-painted.
This right here is a porch monkey. Right here.
But the metaverse is gonna be that times a million, dude.
I ain't think about that part of it. I was thinking about all the good stuff there.
Facebook and Instagram do a terrible job of like keeping little kids off of it.
Yeah.
So those little kids are gonna put on those little Oculus sets with the sound and the visuals all around them and engage in a world where they are treated as adults at a young age.
Next subject.
I can get very dark.
Favorite Chicago actor. I don't even want to transition. We just gonna transition. Favorite Chicago actor.
Woody Harris from out west.
The next.
Woody Harris from out west.
Oh yeah, Woody Harris, of course. Some people don't know that Woody Harris and Steve Harris are both from out west, and we all went
brothers, right?
Yeah, they brothers. And I went to church with their moms back when I was here too.
See, yeah, that's the West Side, Joe. And he got this funny ass interview he did, he say like, man, niggas don't even be banging Lord when they be in the city, but when they leave, they be Lord crazy.
It was like, you a lame from Chicago suburbs. Let's leave the city and claim we GD.
Hey, that'd be funny when you leave the Midwest and you just gotta like adopt the persona because
you got to
tweak it.
Yeah. You be like, no, you can't say that. I was GD. I was on the block. Man, I sold. You be like, no. I was on Oakland. And everybody think you from O Block when you, man, it's crazy.
Do you know Chief Keef? You know this?
How many people have you killed? Like you have conversations like this with people? What's wrong with you?
Man, nah, you thinking my body count would be that up there, right?
That's terrible.
But then they'd be like, oh, I knew that was gonna happen because you're from Chicago, so of course you guys kill people. So I can't. It's like you said.
But have
you
you
don't
been
want to be a
shot?
porch monkey today? I don't want to be a porch monkey today. So yeah, I decided not to be. Let's see. Top Chicago comedian on IG. Because we got shout out to new age people. So we got like the.
And I hate that, man. Like, Joe.
Okay, top 3.
Nah, man.
Okay, this shout out. What's
I love my internet dogs, Joe.
Shout out the one you
we all won. I hate this.
Oh no, we all won. I'm not. Believe me, I'm not separated.
So no.
But it's like I'm a Chicago comedian on IG, but I'm not up there with everybody, and I'm fine with that.
So it's not even that, man. You do improv. That's not.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like, comedy has so many nuances, and without us, really like acknowledging all of it, just acknowledging the tip of it is like, cause like when we for example, we was talking about Bob Saget. Niggas didn't even know he was a stand-up comedian. And he's a stand-up comedian first.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And like, some of those niggas gonna try to get on stage, and they not gonna make it. Some of them will, and like. When they do stand-up, they be like, oh, here come an internet comedian doing stand-up. Like, it be kind of, it'd be like, fuck, there's so many weird nuances that we don't speak on, that I hate when we speak on it. I guess it's better to say new era, because now you can't really say you're a comedian under the age of 25 without those type of things really at all.
You can't be a comedian without having internet presence under certain
I disagree, because some of our white counterparts that was not necessarily like an internet comedian. Take pictures of doorknobs or dumb shit, and they don't have to post their content. That when you see them is their content, right? That's like when you see them in the podcast, when you see them on screen, that's their content, right? Like, and they're not using, and they're not forced by an industry to label themselves as a content creator or a marketer, and then self-market the same shit without that entity or industry giving them the money for a marketing budget. So you depend on us to go out and get this big ass following that you just want to pimp us for and use without actually paying us. Basically. No, you can go and sit on a fucking polka dot rotted dildo. Because what the
like that too.
Hey, 2022. But no, I'm just saying, like, don't try to do us over. And then I'm looking at people in other industries jump around and do all type of shit. Like like comedy so near and dear. Like, Joe, don't make people feel like, oh, I'm ready to stand up comedian. Like, no, you're not. The fuck you're not. You are a comedian, but you're not a stand up comedian.
I feel like the person who's been able to really ride that line of all the mediums really well in this day and age has been King Bach and DC. But I think King Bach has done it. Like,
because Bach has been in hella movies.
Yeah.
He's been in hella movies, and then with Bach, he had.
And I'm not talking about him.
I'm talking like on some like Shorty doing Vines. Like that says a lot about the internet phases you've been through.
Like, he was in a comedy drama, I think, on Netflix, where he said he was like, I forgot his full name, where he had like his full name, and I was like, okay, all right, different.
I like that shit, bro. That's the evolution. Like, it's unfair. Like, them niggas is like young goats, Joe, because it's not easy to be funny on stage, in person, on camera, on the social media. Like, it's so many different modes. There's so many ways that I present myself, front facing. Like, man, what the fuck? Those are really like exceptional people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And for people to be like, oh, you're just like them, so let me pay you like this. Yeah. Or, you don't have 167,000 followers. You know, like, how about you go fuck yourself? Because you're not even exceptional. Like, everybody you just named were literally like 1 in a million.
I mean, DC brings, they have 85 South Show has the most streams on YouTube, period.
Joe, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, it's different, Joe, because Shorty came from the Fox You Mean era, where he was doing all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the beauty is that I've seen it all play out for so many different people. And that's another reason I'm grateful for this universe. Exactly. Because I was able to see all the come and go of the internet fad, right? Where people are even now to the point saying, like, I want to take more breaks from the internet. When at one point people was just binging on the shit, right? It's cool to see people get hot and then flame out. It's not like like on some hate shit, but now I can understand what that pattern looks like, embrace myself. Like, man, Joe, when you on top and you riding, you better do it a certain way because everything comes to an end. I would have known it if I blew up at 2021 on the internet.
Right.
Would not have known that shit.
That's true.
So it's like I be super grateful for this journey because it helps me look at everything and look at those exceptional cats and see like what do I want to do like them or what type of energy it is they moving with type shit.
Gotcha. So I will say, how has it been? Oh wait, no, yeah. My last other question would be, how has it been working within the city, and then as opposed to working without working not in the city, or like before, or like what I'm saying, being home.
Man, there is no crowd like a Chicago crowd. I don't give a fuck if it's West Side, North Side, East, over East, or South Side. Man, a Chicago crowd be busted.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like that energy because, oh man, like.
I feel like we actually come to comedy shows to watch comedy because of our culture. I mean, first of all, improv is
And the way
here.
we come.
Like you go to Chicago for improv.
And then like, with Chicago crowds, Joe, I don't want to say it's harder, but people gonna be in the crowd like make me laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's more
That's
of a.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like yeah, you got it. All right, what's up?
You have it. You
And I like that shit. It's like almost like talking shit in basketball. Like yeah, now in your mouth. Now what's up?
Exactly.
Like
they ain't just sitting on their phone casually listening like they might be in another place.
zoning in and out of the.
Exactly. They like, I'm here. I'm drunk. Talk to me.
But you know what though? And then that I will say that leaving Chicago, in terms of the crowd, it gave me like this like ice shell like, and that don't phase me because now I'm finna talk to you. What's your name, Margaret? What you got going on your phone, Margaret? You got a dick pic in your shit? Like let's talk about why you just paid to come in this room and you're not really in this room. Margaret, what you got? Bills due?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Tommy, what you...
He told
Tommy,
me.
you got the bitches.
You
What's
told
on your
him,
phone?
you finna come here after, you finna go to this house afterward. What y'all finna do? You got the ice chill drink now?
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about it.
Right.
And with Chicago crowd, it's easy to get intimate. Like, let's talk. Like, let's fucking talk. We had to warm their car 15 minutes to get in this bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different feel. That shit, like, I don't know if you ever been hitting a chick for, like, years. And, like, it just feel like home. You know what I'm saying? You slide in, like... like when Rick Ross take his bra off after a long day, he let them shits hang.
It's good to be here.
Fuck. He like, I ain't going back outside.
Been waiting on this. Oh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, yeah.
Oh, man. Alright, so since we also talking about the home crib, the ultimate question that everybody wants to know. The ultimate question. Harold's or Uncle Ricky?
Brother, I am on the west side of Chicago with you. You from the west side. You know I'm from the west side.
Yes.
I will never, ever take it other than, like, you. Come on, bro. It's ringing.
6-piece fried hard, extra mild sauce.
Who I need a soba. I need 10 fried hard with lemon pepper, and I need extra mild sauce to the side, but no mild sauce on my fries because I be trying to drown my shit, bro.
I love that.
Bro.
They got that sauce.
Because then you gotta get a fork, bro. My fingers already finna be sticky.
That's what I like it. I like the fork. I like to just be able to.
I used to like that shit before COVID.
That's why you gotta eat in the house.
You eat a 6-piece and die because your ass ain't wash your hands good. You just fucking... I ain't really paranoid about shit like, damn, there's a lot of finger licking in this meal. I don't like that shit. Right, you like, fuck, I'm increasing my odds of COVID every time I look at fingertip in this shit. I'm terrified. Right, you know what I'm saying? Then niggas be having a little dirty mask. One for me using a mask for 2 months.
Oh, bro.
That's cold. Oh,
Month. Oh, damn, you just choked. I thought you said days. I was like, what?
I ain't gonna out niggas, but niggas be having the same mask for months. Talking about some, it's a new strand. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. It's people who got the same mask from the last strand. The mask got the last strand in it, and now the new strand in it.
Them strands came
Florona
together.
happened in a dirty nigga mask.
It's because of you.
Talking about a lab. No, it's a nigga off Madison that ain't changed his mask in 2 months and the shit keep mixing the strands.
Oh, Madison. Though.
They mix the strands like it's weed. This is terrible. We got a hybrid.
Oh man. Well, that's all I got, man. Is there anything you want to plug or talk about?
Well, you know, we're talking about strands. Shout out to the sponsor.
Oh yeah.
On My Soul, Organic Wraps, Black owned,
Black on.
from the west side of
From the
Chicago,
west side of Chicago.
or the material and stuff from other places. But the owners from the west side, this is beautiful. We want to celebrate black business. So shout out to him. Shout out to every making all this happen. Sponsorships, supporting each other. Please tap in at KyrieDaComic. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all those things.
Links will be in the bio.
KyrieDA. The comic with the public school, you know how that goes. So KyrieDaComic. Man, shout out to teachers everywhere though. Y'all the truth.
Oh man.
Yeah, and please look out for like Face First Entertainment. I'm also gonna be doing other people's podcasts. I'm gonna be trying to bring really funny individuals to y'all, to your workplaces, to your classrooms, to your wherever, because I don't think funny only belongs in a stand-up club, right? It don't just only belong like no. I want to laugh wherever the hell I'm at.
Of course.
And not just when you look at a screen, all right? So we want to bring funny to you wherever you at, even if we do have to bring it on the screen. At least it's funny wherever
We're gonna be in the metaverse too, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be in the metaverse. I guess.
I just keep talking. I just keep saying.
No, the metaverse is coming.
It's coming.
I mean, think about it. People are on Web 2, and they are selling, hard drugs and coochie, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think selling coochie is going to look like in the metaverse?
That's why they made all them yep. I don't even know names of them.
Yeah.
The roads.
I think I got notes in my phone about Metahead, because that's happening.
Oh my god.
Somebody's going to get a meta hand job.
Oh my god.
And I don't know if we're going to keep track of that as a society to see, like to give them the credit, like, yo, nobody has said, like, yo, I'm going to send you 0.003 of this Bitcoin if you twist my shit. I got Oculus, you got Oculus. Twist my shit with the little thing. I'm
naming the episode that Meta Hand Jobs.
Meta hand job. Niggas need to see what that meta neck about.
Alright, y'all. This is season 3, episode 2, titled Meta Hand Jobs.
Whoa! Yes! I love when I say wow shit, and it's the title!
It's the title, y'all.
This is gonna look funny when you look at this season and you like,
Meta Hand Jobs.
Why the fuck
And then they're gonna give me, he said the title, he said the thing.
I'm very proud right now. This is a great moment.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, we here from the west side of Chicago. I appreciate y'all being with us tonight. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Peace.